Hello, everyone. Welcome to Funday Friday. I am your host, Sid Larry J. That is not my name, Sid, but my name is Larry J. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. Whoo, we have some fun things going on today. I like to sing this song and start out. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the country raw sun, whatever the name of the song. This land was made for you and me. Now, where am I going with this? Well, of course, we are talking back about we're talking not bad, but we're talking about Jesse Smollett today because he was sentenced 150 days in jail. He didn't get the prison time, so I guess they. Oh, let me drink some juice. You know what this means when I drink the juice? This is actually Welch's juice. So he was sentenced to 150 days in jail. If I'm not mistaken, that's let's see, 30. Let's see, 30 days here, 30 days there. That's 60. Is it 150? 160? Or maybe let me see. He was sentenced because I don't want to get this mixed up. How many days was he sentenced in jail? 150 days in jail. So that's 130 here. That's 1 month. 2 months. Then you got another 2 months. That's 90. Then you got another month. That's 4 months. About 4, 5 months, something like that. So the judge had sentenced him. So this is what Jesse Smollett. Let me pronounce his name the correct way. I'm saying the correct way. Jesse Smollett. I think that's how you say it. If not, so Jesse Smollett, we're gonna go back and I want to show you what happened in court. That Jesse Smollett, he done got a need people courtroom and let me. This is what he did.
The first 150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail.
I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years, and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you, and I respect the jury, but I did not do this, and I am not suicidal.
That's Jesse Smollett's emotional statement in court.
That's what he said, and I mean he was letting them know that he didn't do this. So we're gonna forward it. Let's see, can we forward it to where he? Come on. We about there.
Do send me along with him, okay?
After sentencing, Jesse shared another impassioned statement.
I am not suicidal.
Stop talking about facts.
I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
The judge also ordered Jesse to pay $120,000 in restitution, along with a $25,000 fine. At the onset of trial, Jesse pleaded not guilty and later testified in his defense. Outside the courthouse, Jesse's siblings spoke out against the sentencing.
Okay, that's what Jesse Smollett had did. Now I'm going to read to you what the judge had said about Jesse Smollett. Alexa case. The judge said, Judge Lynn, I know that there is nothing that I will do here that will come close to the damage that you've already done to your own life. You've turned your life upside down by your misconduct and your shenanigans. How the judge gonna tell that guy shenanigans? You destroyed your life as you knew it, Lynn said. Just before handing down the sentence, I would bam on this disc, but I'm scared if I bam on this disc, this laptop can go flying somewhere and then I'm going to lose my life. However, he said it was astonishing to hear the defense talk repeatedly about his charitable work after he stood convicted of orchestrating dun 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 a horse. I probably said that word all wrong, and lying to the police. The hypocrisy is just astounding, he said, calling Smollett profoundly arrogant and narcissistic. Lynn said he believes Smollett orchestrated a fake hate crime for himself simply to get public attention. He got it too. You really crave the attention, he said. Why would you portray something like social justice issues that you cared so much about? You wanted to make yourself more famous. He said more, I said more. More famous, and for a while it worked. The lights were on you. You were actually throwing a national pity party for yourself, he added. When I tell you that judge went in, I ain't never heard no judge. I can see judges be saying whatever they want to say. I guess after he don't raise his hand, Black Power, in that man courtroom, he said he orchestrated. He said there is nothing worse than hate crime. Da, 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 da. So with that all being said, you know what was so baffling about this? Because see, we heard one thing. Okay, yeah, he did it. He could have did it. But what was so interesting, because the question that gets posed, why when he was leaving out the courtroom, he stated, I don't think I played it in the clip, but it was stated, if something happens to me in jail, I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. If something happens to me, he kept alluding to saying, well, not alluding, but he kept saying that over and over again. Why did he keep saying that? Because if you don't have no type of history of psychological mental problems, why would he keep saying? Because let's take a look at it from a different perspective. What if he is innocent? What if there's a hand that's being played in all of this? Now, some of you probably won't agree with y'all. You know that boy innocent. He created all of this. Let's take a look at some things here. Let's say perhaps he didn't do it. I said perhaps. Let's say because he kept saying over and over, he's not suicidal. I'm like, where's suicidal coming at? Like he was letting it be known about I'm not suicidal, I don't have suicidal thoughts, that something was going to happen to him. Now, let's say, suppose, because see, whether you all know it or not, the media can actually, because the hand can actually portray the media into what it wants you to see and what it actually wants you to see versus what is actually going on. Now, y'all probably going to think that I'm a nutcase. I'm really not. I just actually go and I watch things. When you start paying attention to what goes on in society, when you start paying attention to what goes on and how social media work, how the media work, the media just don't put up anything. Giving a prime example. Okay, let's go back. Let's back this thing up. Let's back this thing up. Is it? It wasn't last year. Let's back it up some more. When we was talking about Hoovers and Daredevils and Kirby's, and we was talking about those things where the media put out there about you need to get you a Hoover in your house. You need to be Hoovered up, Daredeviled up, curb it up. Because it was a state of emergency. It was really a state of emergency. And so that's what the media portrayed and put out there. And so so the media painted out there and started instilling, which to each its own, and started probing fear out there in people. So people start running like masses because people don't read, and some people don't have the understanding of the machine, like Tasha K say, like Tasha K say, the machine that's behind the media. We'll put it in those instances. So people really don't. So people just ran out there in the masses, ran out in the mass. Everything was a state of emergency. Everything was a state of emergency because we watching television, and some of us that know better, watching television. That's why it's called television. It tells you a vision. It tells you the vision that it wants you to act upon. If you don't actually do your research and read up on things and see what happens. For instance, just like Dr. Martin Luther King, he was a well respected man. Now, in the past, at that time, well, he was assassinated. And since he was assassinated at that time, it was looked upon the person that actually did it. Well, some people knew the person that actually did it was just a pawn. Well, years later on, well, people that actually do their research, and probably people back then and there, they didn't have like a lot of the things that we have now today. Well, the people they find out the machine, I'm gonna say like Tasha K say, the machine was behind. They find out the machine was behind it. So a lot of times we see things on social media and the media, which I'm not saying he's innocent, but sometimes we have to have a different look on things because see things can actually concrete the law works on evidence. You got the evidence to prove it is there, and that's how you get proven guilty. So it's just a little thought to give you because there are some people he do have some people that are supporting him upon this, and hopefully he get. Now I wonder what's gonna happen when he get out of jail. I wonder how his career gonna look. Hopefully it may take off again because now everybody know him. Everybody in the whole world they know him. They know him for the movie. They know him from Empire. They know him for the movie that that was being directed. So they know him. So I wonder, Now I said that all of that to say with the media and stuff because people we have to actually start reading up on things, reading between the lines. That's what happens. We used to have a thing in school. It was we used to read current events. I don't know why that lady would pass us out them little sheets of paper newsletters letting us know what's going on. She would say, well, you need to know what's going on in the world. I'm like, why? I'm just a child. See, now when you become adult, you start seeing how mechanical pieces function when you get to reading up and you start unveiling things. Now, I don't say too much on social media because I know, see, I understand based upon my followings and the people that follow and the people that I've hashtagged, I understand with social media. I don't get up here and just start going rogue, which sometimes some people think I do. I don't get up here and start going rogue because everyone is watching this. Based upon it doesn't matter how many followers or subscribers I have. A lot of people have access to this video. So, with that being said, they said it's supposed to be. I don't know how this weather is doing because one day I goes to go outside and I goes to go somewhere. I'm wearing some sweatpants, some sweats and a shirt, and my legs start sweating bullets because it was so hot outside. Then the next minute I go put on some shorts to go outside. Whoa, it was hot yesterday. And then now it's freezing cold, so they talking about it's supposed to be bad weather this weekend. It's supposed to snow. It's supposed to, light floods. I am not a meteorologist, so I don't want you all taking what I say and like I'm the newsman. I did not go to school to be a meteorologist. I am not a meteorologist. I'm just going by intel that I actually obtained. So they were saying it's supposed to be freezing cold, and so now people has been wondering like the weather is kind of it just up and down. But on that note, that's what I meant to talk about too. As I was looking at this Justice Bullet case, he went in them people courtroom just I mean, I'm like he wasn't held in contempt. It used to be a day. It used to be a day when people went in the courtroom. People had a high level of respect in the courtroom. They just didn't blab about and start talking like and shouting out stuff like they on the street. Black power. I'm innocent and everything else. I mean, just going off the chain. All due respect, Your Honor. I don't care who you are, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm gonna get this off my mind, and I want everybody in the world to hear. People had such high level of respect, but this day and time, people just be wilding out. People wild out with the pastor because like with preachers back in the day, when the pastor came and knocked on your door, people would be sweeping weed buds under the sofa. They done put the little tea molly bottles that look like chemistry bottles. They done hurried up and washed it out, and they got it sitting up on the table like it's some decorative chemistry bottle. They sweeping weed under the carpet, putting beer bottles and what is it, chrome royal, put that up past at the door. Can't let pastor come in and see all the people had such a high level. I guess because some things that what the pastors are doing these days, but people had such a high level of respect for the judges, the pastors, if you were, elders and everything. Now this today in time, people don't give a flying flip if you a judge sitting up in a high chair and that can actually throw their hammer at you. They do not care. They will walk up in your courtroom and tell you just in all due respect, Your Honor, I am innocent. I don't care what them people say. I don't have no problem. I mean, just wilding out in this man courtroom. Pastor come in, you sit up there. Pastor come in. Now this day and time, you let Chrome Patron and Rome bottle sit up there. Pastor come in, looking around. Pastor, you want to smoke this? You want to smoke some of this? I know them fools out there getting on your nerves. I'm called the parishioners fools. Them fools on there getting on your nerves. You need something to take you away. It'll put you right in. It'll give you a glimpse of heaven. Really, Pastor? You want to sip? You need a sip of this control, or Rome bone. Cause I know you don't had a rough day. Tides were down today. Oh, this'll help. This'll help take it away. That is what people do. I'm just saying. People had a high level. People don't give a flying flip. The police come and pull them over. They go head. They go to button heads with the police, and you think they the police too. These people off the chain. I don't know what this pandemic did to these people. These people off the chain. Okay, we're working on 20 minutes. I'm trying not to be long-winded like I usually be. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining in to Say It Larry J. I am your host. Thank you. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you share it with someone. Someone would love to hear what I have to say. Someone will be educated and empowered as well. Because some people, it'll start getting those wheels, like that lady told me when I was sitting in her desk, because I had left something out that was not, it was supposed to be secure. And she called me in her office and she said, Larry, are the wheels up there turning? I said, well, wait, what? She said, are those wheels up there? That lady told me in her office, asked me, was my wheels turning? So, this video can get some of your wheels to turning to where it gets you to thinking about some stuff and looking at stuff. Because, many of us, we was brought up in different perspectives and narrow-minded. So, on that note, you all have a happy Friday and thank you for tuning in to Said Larry J. Bye.